नमस्ते दोस्तों, आपका वैल्यू एडुकेटर चैनल में स्वागत है, जहां आप सीखते हो स्टॉक मार्केट में निवेश करके आप कैसे पैसे बना सकते हो। तो मेरा नाम है शशांक और ये वीडियो हम ऐसे एक ऑटो एंसिलरी कंपनी के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे विच इज अ वेरी नीश कंपनी इन इंडिया। और उनके जैसे जो बिजनेस है वो कोई भी लिस्टेड कंपनी नहीं करती है इन ऑटो एंसिलरी सेगमेंट। तो ये जो कंपनी है उसका नाम है SJS एंटरप्राइजेस। तो उनका जो बिजनेस मॉडल है या जो प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं, इट गोज इनटू प्रीमियराइजेशन ऑफ द कार्स एंड बाइक्स। या इसके अलावा जो कंज्यूमर ड्यूरेबल्स है उसमें भी उनके अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट्स आते हैं, जिसके बारे में आगे जाके वीडियो में काफी डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे। तो ये जो कंपनी है मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग इसीलिए लगती है कि उनके जो मार्जिन्स है ऑटो एंसिलरी में वो काफी अच्छे, लगभग 27 to 30% के उनके मार्जिन्स है। और जनरली यदि आप देखोगे तो ऑटो एंसिलरी ये जो सेगमेंट है उसमें जो मार्जिन्स होते हैं जनरली 7, 8, 10 मैक्सिमम 11-12% के होते हैं, बट 30% के मार्जिन ये सेगमेंट में होना, बिकॉज यहाँ पे कैसा है कि जो OEMs है दे ऑलवेज पुश फॉर द लोअर एंड लोअर प्राइजेस फ्रॉम द ऑटो एंसिलरी प्लेयर। बट इन केस ऑफ SJS एंटरप्राइजेस उन्होंने उनके मार्जिन अच्छे से मेंटेन किए है, ROC भी उनका एक डिसेंट है। एंड रिसेंटली उन्होंने जो एक्विजिशन किया था वो भी उन्होंने इंटरनल अक्रूवल से किया था। इसका मतलब उनके कैश फ्लोज भी काफी अच्छे हैं एंड बैलेंस शीट उन्होंने अच्छे से मेंटेन किया है। दैट इज द वन ऑफ द रीजन कि ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग कंपनी है। उनके प्रोडक्ट के बारे में हम आगे जाके डिस्कस करेंगे। तो एक काफी नीश प्रोडक्ट्स है, तो ये वीडियो को जरूर आप कंप्लीट देखिए, काफी डिटेल में वीडियो होगा। और यदि आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया होगा तो जरूर चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए। काफी अलग अलग टॉपिक्स में मैंने काफी डिटेल में वीडियो क्रिएट किया है। सो नाउ लेट्स बिगिन विद द डिटेल अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द SJS Enterprises business model. SJS Enterprises is amongst India's leading and globally recognized decorative aesthetic player. Srinivas Joseph and Shiv Kumar together started the company in 1957, and the initials of the founder's name makes the name SJS. It is an end-to-end design to delivery aesthetic solutions provider with capability to customize, design, develop and manufacture a wide range of products. It caters its products to 7 segments, 11 product categories and having 6,000 SKUs, which is called as stock keeping units, with a client base of more than 170 across 20 countries. Let us now understand how this company has evolved over the years. SJS was started in year 1987. In 2006, it entered into joint venture with Serigraph, a US-based commercial printing player. In 2010, it forayed into 3D Lux batches. In 2015, two of the founders exited the company, and that paved the way for Evergraph to enter into it, and Evergraph taken the majority stake in the company. Keeping in the mind the premiumization trend, aluminum batches were launched in 2016. 2018 was a major year for the company, during which Bangalore plant was commissioned, and along with that the company entered into IMD IML parts. The year 2020 saw the launch of another product line, which is Applique segment. To explore the path of inorganic growth, it acquired Exotech in 2021 April to foray into chrome plating business. Aesthetics products are used by consumers as well as companies as a product differentiator. It adds up to the premium look of the product. Visually appealing product increases the brand value for the companies, which helps them to capture more markets. Recently, there has been shift in demand for the aesthetically and technologically superior products. Let's first discuss about what are the decorative aesthetics. Decorative aesthetic products are used across various products and segments, which includes two-wheelers, passenger vehicles. It is also used in three-wheelers, commercial vehicles, tractors and farm equipments, and consumer durables, which includes washing machine, refrigerator, room air conditioners, televisions, fans, switchgears, water heaters, air purifiers, vacuum cleaners, and many other consumer electricals. It is also used into mobiles, laptops, desktops, power banks, streamers, etc. In kitchen appliances, it is used into mixers and grinders, water purifiers, microwaves, while in medical devices, it is used into X-ray, CT scan, MRI scan machines, and oximeters. Now let's understand the market size of this industry. Automotive aesthetic market in India is about 2000 crores, and it is expected to be about 5,000 crores by 2026 with CAGR of about 20%. International aesthetic market today is about 20,000 crores, which is also expected to grow at about 20% till 2026. The chrome plating business, which SJS entered in last year, has domestic market size of about 1,000 crores. Also, aftermarket demand would be strong for the aesthetic products. Adoption of EVs in both two-wheeler and four-wheeler will boost the aesthetics demand. Demand for two-wheelers, passenger vehicles and consumer durables is expected to grow at about 10 to 12% CAGR over financial year 2020 to 2026. Aesthetics market is expected to grow at about 1.5 to 2 times for the auto sector. With no sizable domestic competitor, SJS could take the big share in this market. SJS has its presence in 7 segments, which includes two-wheelers, passenger vehicle, consumer durables, commercial vehicle, farm equipments, healthcare equipments and sanitary ware. SJS has a very diversified revenue stream across segments. They have reduced their dependency from two-wheelers from 70% in 2019 to about 41.5% in 2022. The share of revenues from four-wheelers has increased significantly from 10% in 2019 to about 30.5% in 2022, while the share from consumer durables is constant. Others category include commercial vehicle, farm equipment, healthcare devices and sanitary ware. If we look at some of the statistics in automobile sector of India, we'll find that four-wheelers per 1000 in India is about 24, in China that is 99, in Brazil it is 173, which are generally developing countries, and in South Korea it is about 325. While for the same two-wheelers per 1000 population in India it is about 110, whereas average in Southeast Asia is about 240. When it comes to penetration of consumer durables, about 16% of Indian households have AC compared to 60% in China and USA, and about 18% washing machines against global average of more than 50%. Most penetrated consumer durable product in India is TV, which is about 56%, whereas it is about more than 95% in Brazil, which is another developing country. With reference to these statistics, India has a lot of room to grow in these segments. With various government initiatives in product linked incentive scheme, urban and rural housing scheme will not only increase the demand for these products, but also increase the production of automobiles and consumer durables in country. Now let's discuss about the increasing trend of the premiumization. In recent year, demand for aesthetic products has been on the rise as people and OEMs demand visually appealing products to distinguish themselves from others. This shift includes shift from 2D dials to 3D dials, traditional overlays to touchscreen overlays, analog to digital systems, and metallic logos to chrome-plated logos. This trend is evident from the increasing share of revenues for SJS from premium products, which has increased from 6% in 2019 to about 16% in 2022, and it is expected to reach 25% by 2025. Let's now understand more about different products manufactured by SJS. First one is 3D Lux batches. These logos are manufactured by thermoforming composite polymer film and filling them with filler material. They are used in two-wheelers and passenger vehicles to showcase a customer's logo or brand. The thermoforming films gives a logo a metal-like finish. Second is 2D and 3D appliques and dials. Appliques and dials are used in two-wheelers and passenger vehicles as speed or revolution per minute indicators. The realization per unit for a 3D dial compared to unit of 2D dial is about 2 to 3 times, while digital dials cost more than 6 to 8 times compared to analog dial. SJS also manufactures decals and body graphics. Decal stickers are printed on vinyl films for decorative purposes on automobiles, particularly two-wheelers in India. Manufacturers find decal sticker a cost-effective way to decorate and distinguish seemingly similar two-wheeler models. Next product is domes. These are printed pressure-sensitive labels that have a dome shape. Domes are typically used in two-wheelers and passenger vehicles and consumer appliances to showcase a customer's logo or a brand with special embossing effect. After that, let's discuss about chrome-plated and painted products. These are injection molded parts coated with chrome to make the product visually more appealing. The usage of chrome parts have been increasing rapidly, especially in passenger vehicles, like OEMs are trying to distinguish models and variants by creating visual appeal with such parts. Next one is overlays. They are used in control panels for consumer appliances and work as an interface between users and machines. Overlays are simple and effective solutions for designing aesthetically appealing and durable human-machine interface, which is HMIs. Overlays are laid on control panels having printed circuit boards with the buttons. Overlays can be designed as traditional or capacity overlays. Next product is IMLs and IMDs. IMD is a process for decorating or labeling injection molded plastic parts or components during the plastic injection molding cycle. IML-IMD techniques allows the integration of decorating and labeling activities in plastic injection molding process. It produces high quality and visually appealing parts, and these processes offer more durable, long-lasting products compared to traditional painted and printed injection molded part. After that, let's discuss about lens mark assembly. Optical plastics are high quality plastic parts that allows the display to be clearly visible without any distortion, and also can be used to provide mechanical protection to the TFT screen without impacting the visibility of underlying display device. Optical plastics are typically made of acrylics polycarbonate material, providing desired mechanical strength along with optical parameters like anti-reflective, anti-glare and anti-fingerprint properties. Generally, it is used by two-wheeler manufacturers to mask the digital instrument cluster displays. Aluminum and nickel logos are premium decorative products used for creating brand identity and more aesthetically superior products. Some of the principal raw materials and components used to manufacture aesthetic products by SJS Enterprises is as follows. It includes copper, aluminum, plastic polymers such as PVC, nickel, inks, chemical and adhesives, polymer granules like paints, tapes and packing materials. Now let's discuss about manufacturing capabilities of SJS Enterprises. It has two state-of-art units in Bangalore and Pune with combined capacity of 240 million parts. Currently, manufacturing utilization is about 50 to 55%, which gives the company huge operating leverage going forward. Bangalore plant is flexible to shift production to any required product demand without any additional capex. This facility is also LEED Gold certified by US Green Building Council. Bangalore plant has about 30% vacant land to carry out further brownfield expansion. The Exotech acquisition is synergistic with the business and expanded itself to chrome plate manufacturing. SJS acquired Exotech in 2021 April. Exotech have one plant in Pune. This acquisition of Exotech has done for 64 crores, which was entirely funded from its internal accruals. Post the acquisition, Exotech saw 50% growth in its revenues. Exotech business added about 130 crores to the top line of SJS in 2022, and it is expected to contribute about 300 crores revenues by 2025. SJS has a planned capex of 55 crores in 2023 financial year, out of which 15 crores will be maintenance capex and around 40 crores will bring the growth capex. With the strong pipeline of chrome plating business, SJS is investing about 100 crores for the greenfield plant in Pune over the period of next 18 to 24 months. It expects ROC of 20% from this plant. This capex will be fully funded from the internal accruals. Being in a highly competitive segment with low entry barriers, auto ancillary companies need to continuously invest and come up with new products, innovations and technology. To address this, SJS has dedicated team of more than 70 people for its product development in Bangalore facility. Founder and MD K.A. Joseph look over the new product development, which is NPD division. Currently, they are working on launching IME, which is in-mold electronics, which allows the integration of electronic chips and circuit boards within a plastic injection molded part. This breakthrough technology finds increased application in two-wheelers, passenger vehicle, consumer appliances and electric vehicles. If we check the clients for the SJS is supplying to all major OEMs in auto and consumer durable sector. Some of their clients in the auto sector are Volkswagen, Honda, Royal Enfield, TVS and Suzuki. In consumer durables, they are supplying to Whirlpool, Godrej, Panasonic and Eladio. It also supplies to some of the top auto component manufacturers like Continental, Western and Marelli. Its client in healthcare sector is Sensacor and in sanitary ware is Godrej. Let's discuss now about the company's financial performance. If we look at the top line over the years, the company has grown its top line by CAGR of 8.14% from 2015 to 2022 financial year. The company has consolidated well during the tough times due to downturn in auto sector in 2019, pandemic in 2020 and new BS6 norms. Apart from that, auto industry got hit in 2021 due to supply chain issues and semiconductor shortages. If we check the gross margins on the standalone level, they are able to maintain the gross margins around 60 to 62%. Also on a standalone EBITDA level, SJS have the margins of 30 to 32%, which has decreased to 27% on consolidated basis after acquisition of Exotech as chrome plating business have lower margins compared to standalone business of the SJS Enterprises. These numbers are reflection of the management's ability to maneuver the company well in difficult circumstances and maintain its profitability. If we look at the green line on the graph, it shows cash flow to EBITDA ratio, which varies from about 50 to 70%, which is decent for the auto ancillary sector. SJS generates the ROC of about 27%, while ROE is at about 15%. SJS is the only company in aesthetic and decorative space listed in NSE and BSE. Also, it is the only company in this space that caters to all the traditional as well as premium aesthetic products. From the chart, we can see the details of the competitors which have the comparable products in specific segments and categories. Like Galva Deco Private Limited manufactures only logos and chrome plated parts. Monochem Graphics are only into traditional aesthetics. Very few private players have products in premium products category. Along with SJS, Classic Stripes and Monochrome Graphics supply in consumer durable segment. In this table, we can see and compare the revenues and profitability margins of competitors along with their return on capital deployed and equity. We can see that SJ is performing well above the average in all parameters. Sanjay Thapar, who is CEO of SJS, in recent con calls affirmed that the company is looking to expand its business further to create a competitive advantage, and also claimed that it is most diversified aesthetic part producing company not just in India but also possibly amongst top companies in the world. Being in the premium segment, it enjoys high margins, and hence SJS has one of the best operating margins in auto ancillary sector, in which it is very difficult to get the higher margin because OEMs have the strong bargaining power. If we look at some of the auto ancillary companies' margins, then we can see that FIAM Industries have the margins of about 10 to 13%, Lumax have about 9 to 10%, Gabriel is about 5 to 7%, and RACL Geartech, which is another company, which have 20% plus margins. We'll discuss about RACL Geartech in separate video. But if we check the SJS margins, then it has able to maintain its margins about 30% on standalone level, and on a consolidated level, margins are expected to about 25 to 27%, as the chrome plating business is a low margin product business compared to standalone SJS business. Currently, exports contribute about 15% of its revenues, which they plan to make to 25% by 2025. But with the clouds of recession hanging over the world economy and slow growth projections in American and European markets, these projections might get impacted. Export potential is really huge for this company, with China and Europe plus one. Global manufacturers are currently looking to diversify their supply chains, and India is a very viable option for them. You can check the same which is mentioned in one of the con calls by Sanjay Thapar, that lower cost of production in India compared to USA and Europe is a competitive advantage for the SJS Enterprises, and that's why there is a huge potential for the exports with manufacturing setup in India. With tie-ups with Whirlpool, where SJS has started to supply to its two plants in Ohio, USA, and also with the Aladio, which is also in consumer durables. Being labor-intensive industry, low labor cost gives them the edge. Company claims that over the so many years, it has never failed to deliver to its exporting clients, which increases its credibility and reliability. Let's discuss about strength and opportunities for the SJS Enterprises. SJS Enterprises is a debt-free company. Being debt-free not only de-risks the business model, but it also enables them to raise the funds for further expansion and acquisition. Good product diversification helped the company to consolidate well during the tough time when auto industry was down. SJS has generated good cash flows, which makes the balance sheet strong and helps the company to carry out its capex from internal accruals instead of depending on the debt. High operating margins gives the company leverage. Low labor cost in India gives the edge to SJS over its European and American manufacturers, which will help them immensely to gain the export market share. Now let's discuss about the opportunities. Increasing premiumization in auto and consumer durable sector can be huge opportunity. Realization value of premium products is about 2 to 8 times compared to its traditional alternatives. There is also huge potential for the exports due to cost arbitrage. SJS Enterprises is running their plant currently at only 50 to 55% capacity utilization. Therefore, there is a good possibility of huge operating leverage playing out in future. Now let's discuss about some of the threats or the challenges which can be faced by the SJS Enterprises. Being in discretionary products, sales may get affected by the downturn in the economy. Volatility in raw material and exchange rates can be another threat. If bigger competitors with huge capacities enters into the aesthetics and decorative segment, then SJS Enterprises might face the challenges in future. Policy changes can be another threat for the SJS. Let's understand this with the example. When Activa 5G was launched, it was decided to roll out with 100% LED headlights, but soon after that Government of India announced the BS6 rules, which increased the cost of vehicle by around 10,000 rupees. To subset this price increase, now only 50% of the Activa 5G comes with the LEDs, while remaining is with the traditional halogens. Few of the another challenges can be failure to adopt the new technologies, losing of a major client by SJS Enterprises, disruption in supply chain, and failure to integrate any new acquisitions or joint ventures. तो मैंने ये वीडियो में आपको काफी डिटेल में बताया अबाउट SJS Enterprises का जो बिजनेस मॉडल है, उन्होंने ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम कैसे स्केल किया, क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, उन्होंने एक्विजिशन कैसे किया, उनकी बैलेंस शीट कैसे है, कैश फ्लोज कैसे है, ये सब के बारे में हमने ये वीडियो में काफी डिटेल में डिस्कस किया। तो यदि आपको भी मेरे साथ जुड़ना है टू फाइंड आउट मोर एंड मोर सच अपॉर्चुनिटीज जिसके बारे में अभी मार्केट में ज्यादा डिस्कशन नहीं है, दे आर अवेलेबल एट डिसेंट वैल्यूएशन, और जो स्मॉल या माइक्रो साइज की कंपनीज है वो करंटली उनके ग्रोथ स्टेज पे है और आगे जाके अच्छा ग्रो कर सकती है प्रोवाइडेड उनके जो वैल्यूएशन है वो आज अच्छे है। तो इसके लिए मैंने माइक्रो कैप क्लब की शुरुआत की है, जिसमें हम स्मॉल और माइक्रो साइज के जो स्टॉक्स है उसके ऊपर डिस्कशन करते हैं। इन दिस क्लब यू विल गेट अ लॉट ऑफ इनसाइट्स अबाउट स्मॉल एंड माइक्रो साइज की जो कंपनीज है उनके बारे में। एंड इसके अलावा हमारा एक डिस्कशन फोरम भी है, एक टेलीग्राम चैनल है, जिसमें आप आपके जो डाउट्स है अलग अलग स्टॉक्स के बारे में, इसके रिलेटेड भी आप क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकते हो। मैं मेरा जो व्यू है दैट आल्सो आई कीप अपडेटिंग, जैसे जैसे क्वार्टरली रिजल्ट्स आते हैं या जैसे जो चेंजेस मैं मेरे पोर्टफोलियो में करता हूँ, तो यू ऑल्सो कैन गेट द इमीडिएट अपडेट्स फॉर दैट। इसके अलावा भी आपको काफी अलग अलग स्टॉक्स के बारे में डिटेल में अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिलेगा, विच इज ओनली एक्सक्लूसिव फॉर द माइक्रो कैप क्लब के जो मेंबर्स है उनके लिए। एंड इसके अलावा वी ऑल्सो डू द लाइव डिस्कशन सेशन, जिसमें हर एक जो पार्टिसिपेंट है वो पार्टिसिपेट करके उनके जो क्वेरीज है वो पूछ सकता है। सो ऑल द क्लब मेंबर्स गेट अ वेरी गुड क्लियरिटी अबाउट देयर ओन स्टॉक्स, या जो माइक्रो कैप क्लब में हम स्टॉक जो होल्ड कर रहे हैं इसके बारे में हम डिस्कस करते हैं। तो यदि आपने अब तक ज्वाइन नहीं किया होगा तो यू कैन डेफिनेटली चेक द लिंक विच इज गिवन इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन। तो यदि आपको SJS एंटरप्राइजेस का डिटेल वीडियो पसंद आया होगा तो जरूर इसे लाइक कर दीजिए, मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और बेल आइकन पे क्लिक कीजिए ताकि ऐसे जो वीडियोस है वो आपको आगे जाके भी मिलते रहे। और जरूर ये वीडियो आप आपके सारे फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर कीजिए ताकि उनको भी काफी डिटेल में अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिल जाएगा। और यदि आपके कुछ सजेशंस हो गए या आपके कुछ क्वेश्चंस हो गए तो जरूर आप मुझे नीचे कमेंट में लिख के बताइए, आई विल डेफिनेटली रिप्लाई टू देम। सो दैट्स इट फॉर दिस वीडियो, विल मीट इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो।